it was very special because, you know, when you come across the line, you know that everyone, I could see everyone as I came through corners. As I did the last lap, I could see everyone getting up, and I was thinking, just keep it on the track. And when you're standing on the podium first place, knowing that all the support was with you, you delivered, and the guys have left feeling happier than ever. I've left feeling happier than ever. It's just like, it couldn't be better.
I'd love to be on the podium at the British Grand Prix in front of the home crowd. I had a great race last year from 14th to 4th and almost got third, but couldn't quite. That's my aim. I think this year's going to be very tough because the Red Bulls are so strong and the Ferraris, but we're going to give our best shot and hopefully stand up on the podium. Yeah, well, I think for this race we have a few upgrades which will hopefully help. And yeah, we got to push hard because the Red Bull's very fast and Sebastian's not making any mistakes, or not many anyway. So yeah, it's tough to beat them at the moment, but you know, we're doing all we can. We're bringing improvements to almost every race, but yeah, we still need to do more than that, and that's what we're working on right now.
But I think whilst we got upgrades coming, there's a new rule change which is going to make it quite tricky. I don't really know what to expect. I know it's going to be pretty tough. We're testing on the simulator. It's going to be pretty tough to drive, particularly on entry of corners. It'll be quite a bit different to what we've had. But hopefully some of our upgrades work to compensate for that.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian hasn't had a worse result than second this year, so it's obviously going to be very difficult to beat him. But so much can change in Formula One, and you never really know what's going to happen in a few races. So we've got to keep pushing, getting the best results we can now, and pulling as many points back as we can. So it's not over, and you know, I think people are really enjoying Formula One in 2011. A lot of good racing, a lot of good fighting, but most of the time it's the same winner. So we've got to change that as soon as possible.
He's a long, long way ahead, further away than I've ever. I think someone said there's not been anyone that's had a gap like that that's been overturned since back in the days with Niki Lauda or something like that. So, but that just shows that it is possible.
It's a very special corner because it's blind, and I think this year, because the regulation changes, we'll be down one gear to 6th gear, going through there probably 165, 170 miles an hour. So it's very quick, and for a blind corner, a little bit scary as well, which is great, and that's what gives you the adrenaline buzz. But when you get it right and you carry good speed through there, it's such a good feeling, and one of the most rewarding corners in Formula One.
You want to do it flat every time, and you're wondering whether you got the balls to do it. Fortunately, I don't have generally any problems with that. I'm actually just wondering if my car's going to do it. And on the simulator, it didn't want to do it around there. So I think I've only ever done it flat through there 2 or 3 times. Usually you just have a lift. But it's about, when you go into that corner, it's about getting the exit. It's about getting the long, long exit. You're already preparing for Beckett's and Maggots, how you're thinking about doing that corner.
It's a very fast-flowing circuit. It's one of my favourite circuits in the world. You know, you've got Suzuka, very special, Spa, very special, Monaco and Silverstone. Those 4 really stand out. And most importantly, the British public. You know, there's so much support in the UK for Formula One and for motorsport in general. So I love going there. It's a very busy weekend, but it's also a very special one for the British drivers. You get so much support, so many Union Jacks and George's Crosses. Rocket red caps, you'll see lots of these there. So yeah, it's a very special weekend for us.
It's unbelievable. It's an experience that you just don't get anywhere else, basically. When I try and relate it to give someone an understanding, I can only imagine really maybe a football team, or you know, when you're at Wembley or something like that. That's maybe a similar feeling when you're standing on the pitch with our sponsors, with our team caps, our shirts and everything, and our flags. It's absolutely unbelievable, and it really makes a huge difference to the weekend.